Hey everyone, welcome back. And as you can tell, yes, I'm still home. I know I said in my last video I'd be traveling this week. However, Hurricane Dorian had other plans. So I was supposed to go down to South Carolina, close to the coast, and Dorian came right through. So the flights that I would have had today to come home, today being Friday the 6th of September, those are canceled due to the hurricane. So speaking of the hurricane, I hope everyone that has been in those areas are safe and that you're able to rebuild and get on with life very quickly. That's never anything easy to put up with down there, dealing with natural disasters such as Dorian that came through, and that was a particularly bad one because it was so slow and hovered, especially in the Bahamas. I'm sure there'll be plenty of relief funds out there. I'm not going to put a link in the description below or anything because who knows when you're watching this video. But anyway, getting on to the happier topics. As you can tell by the t-shirt and the title of the video, is I'm using some WSP products tonight. Now, the soap that I am using is the Rustic Dragon's Blood. Now, this was released as a kind of a celebration for WSP for their 3rd anniversary. Now, a little bit of history with WSP is that Lee started out, I want to say about 10 to 12 years ago, this year being 2019, again, depending on when you're watching this. But he started out honing razors and then sending those out. And then he started coming up with his own shave soaps and everything else, and then he started WSP about 3 years ago. So the honing service that he does is the Sharper razor, and he still does accept honing. You can still send him your razors if you have a straight or a Rolls razor, which not many hone meisters will do a Rolls. So if you have a Rolls razor that needs to be honed, like I do, you can send it to Lee down at WSP and he will hone it for you. Now, there'll be a description to the honing service in the description below as well as to WSP for their products also. Now, the soap is, as I mentioned, is Dragon's Blood. This is a limited edition soap. I hope they come out with this again next year or a little bit later on down the road, because the scent on this is just absolutely fantastic. I know he's going to like this so much that not only did I get this in the rustic formula, which I'm using tonight, I also picked it up in the Formula T, which I have used previously. I think I used that Sunday this week, just off camera. Not a whole lot of scent difference in the two, because I know tallow can behave differently with scents. But the scent notes on here is a blend of amber, and some woods that consists of cedarwood, patchouli, rose, and jasmine, topped off with some orange that has a base note of vanilla and powder. Now, right off the puck, I can definitely get, just since I'm using the rustic here, and now we're 3 minutes and I haven't lathered up yet, but it'll be worth it. I definitely get the vanilla and the patchouli and a little bit of the hint of that, of the orange in there. Just a beautiful scent. Absolutely love this one. Just a phenomenal scent. Now when it's lathered up, the citrus really comes through a lot easier. Just an absolutely beautiful scent. It really opens up once lathered. And the lather, as you can see, is just phenomenal. It glistens, it is peaky, it's awesome stuff. Which is, if you've watched any of my videos where I've used WSP in the past, or any of my live shaves or anything on any of the Facebook groups, you'll know that I am a huge fan of WSP. Easily in my top 5 bases for sure. Probably in top 3. It's for me, it is just that dang good. Now, the brush I'm using tonight is my Shaving King's Cave Toxic with I think this is a 26 mil supervisor knot in it, and I'll be using my Gem Clog Proof. I don't think I've used this on video yet, so I'm using a Clog Proof. Now, the Clog Proof is a razor that I got if you're watching my other video with the auto strop, I got the Clog Proof. That was another one of the razors I got in the trade with Josh Morris over at Redbird Shaves. That's another razor they don't use that often. It's a little bit more on the mild side for my personal preference, but it is a fantastic razor. The twist to open, just a more mild version of the Micromatic Open Comb, which is in the vintage gems of the 3 that I have. The Micromatic Open Comb is my personal favorite of the vintage ones. You can see here it paints on very nicely, and the scent strength is enough that I get a nice, beautiful blend of all the scent notes. And Lee is he blends his notes so well that it's hard to detect, at least for me, the scent notes individually, especially once the soap's lathered up. It blends just beautifully. He does a phenomenal job. All right, so here we go. I don't know what use gem blade this is because I have a newer blade in here. I have one in my Starling and one in my Saber. I've lost track. But this just sings. It's a great razor, very comfortable. It's kind of lighter, on the lighter side of things. But it does just glide down your face. And I love the audio feedback on here. Now again, if you've watched any of my lives or anything else, you know that I love WSP. So, and you know that as I mentioned, it's in my top 3 bases easily. So for me, it has the glide, the cushion, post-shave feel. It has everything that I look for in a good soap. And the scents are fantastic as well. They just perform. They all smell good. Just, huge fan of WSP. Now, as far as Dragon's Blood, as I mentioned, it is a limited edition soap, and as of this recording, it is still available. The camera keeps wanting to slide off. My magnet's not wanting to hold it decently here. Sorry about the fiddling. But anyway, it is a limited edition soap. As of this recording, there are still some available in both Rustic and Formula T. Now, if you want the aftershave splash or balm, that is not as bad. I gotta reposition something here. I apologize for that. The balm, the splash, the solid cologne, all that, you can get it, but it is in a made-to-order. So you do have to order it, make it to order. Gosh dang it, I apologize for this. This is just being really bad, really dumb. I have to double check where the base plate is. Now I'm going back to my bowl because the knot in here is it's really stubby. And while it does hold enough lather for 3 passes, it just kind of hints it on a little bit thinner. And plus I have plenty of lather in that bowl, as you saw. So we'll just paint it on a little bit here. I hate this camera mount sometimes. Sometimes it works beautifully fine, other times not so much. Apparently today is when they were saying, hey dude, it's Friday night. Why are you making me do this? I'm not interested in staying still. Maybe if I don't know if it's just the weight of my cord being dumb too, or what the heck's going on. So this might be a little longer than usual, just because my camera mount is being difficult. And now I've lost my track of thought because I'm fiddling with my stupid camera. There we go. Very, very nice shave. So I'm trying something different with my neck, because I am getting my straight razor honed. I just got that sent off today. So I'm trying something, because like my hair grows this way and this way, or up, and just weird angles on the neck. I'm trying to get so I can do 2 or maybe 3 passes, which is in a different way here. Excuse me, because I can't go this way or that way with the straight razor very easily. So I'm just trying something with the angles. So how's your week? How was everyone's week? It's Friday night. My 2 oldest are with my parents again this weekend. They're going on a little truck adventure. My wife is a vendor tomorrow, so she has a vendor show going on. Meaning I get to stay home with the oldest. Excuse me, the youngest. Which he and I don't get to spend a lot of alone time together, so I'm very much looking forward to that. He might not be looking forward to that. He's solidly in a mom phase. Ooh, look at that peak. Just wanted to come off the brush. Now the supervisor you'll notice here I'm not really working the lather between each pass, simply because the supervisor knot has a ton of backbone. So much so that it can be a little painful sometimes to face lather with this. It works up a bowl lather exceptionally well and really fast. But it's a dang good painter. For me, it's not the greatest face lather machine, but it can be done. I've done it. I don't recommend it. No, I don't enjoy it, I should say. Man, that is smooth. That is a phenomenal shave. WSP is outstanding. Knocked it out of the park yet again, which I'm not surprised. Even my trouble spot right there, even with a fairly mild razor, I'm just painting on the lather. It got really well. That's normally a difficult spot for me. Really hear that sing against the grain here underneath my chin. See, I got a little bit there going. I think I was, because it grows this way, I went too much against the grain on that second pass. Because normally WSP And most soaps. I mean, you'll still get nicks here and there if you're careless. I'm a little too comfortable with this razor, apparently I got myself there. I don't know if that's because of the blade or the ends or how I caught it, but I didn't even feel it. Just hear that. Hear that sing. It's absolutely beautiful. One of my favorite sounds are to get a little bit of cleanup here. I know some of you guys are thinking, no, I'm not shaving with the goatee right now. Just kind of trimming it up a little bit, getting up some of the lines. In fact, I was had a company meeting today that we normally do on Fridays, and I sent a message to one of my coworkers in Maryland. Asked her if she was on. She said that she's like, yeah, I'm listening. I'm watching the meeting here, and we do everything via Google Hangouts because a lot of us work remotely, and so we have our web camera on and everything. And when someone talks, the camera focuses on them unless someone else is sharing a screen. So I never know if my camera is being viewed by everyone else or it's just me because I can always see in the top. But I said, hey, is your camera on? Because I couldn't see her in the meeting. And she said, yeah, I'm here in the meeting. I said, cool, I'm growing my goatee back. And she's thrilled that's growing the goatee back. She hates when I go clean shaven. I don't know why. Wife doesn't care. This coworker prefers the goatee. And I'll have to be working with her and another coworker in the end of this month. So I'm excited for that. I haven't seen her for quite a while. So we'll just clean up this little spot here. Man, the scent on this stuff is phenomenal. If you like Dragon's Blood and you like WSP, I highly recommend getting this while it's available. No, there are a lot of really good Dragon's Bloods out there. But if you like WSP products, jump on this one while you can. It's phenomenal. Both in rustic and formula tea. Both are very solid bases. Just depends on if you have a personal preference towards tallow, which is the formula tea, or if you prefer vegan, which is the rustic. Now for me, the majority of the scents that I like from WSP are mostly offered in the rustic formula. Wow, I need to shave my head. Didn't realize it was that long. So the majority of soaps that I have from WSP are in the rustic base, simply because that's the scents that I prefer. But as soon as I saw that Dragon's Blood was being offered in both, and I've been wanting to try formula tea, I had to buy that too. So yes, I did buy Formula T and Rustic. Although I did only buy one aftershave splash. Thinking back on it now, I probably should have bought two. But oh well. At least for me with WSP, I don't necessarily have to use a splash. Because their post-shave is exceptional. That's why it's in one of my top 5s, right? Top 3 bases. Post-shave is fantastic. But where it really shines, another thing that I really enjoy, is that their splashes last. Yeah, it's an aftershave splash, but the scent strength, and it's not like knock you over out of the bottle, but it is decently strong. And if you put it on if you dab it on your wrists, you'll be smelling it all day long. And if you can, I don't know, probably be able to tell because of the camera angle, but this actually comes out yellow. Man, a little bit of alcohol burn, but not bad. And that smell is just so good. Seriously, this is a phenomenal Dragon's Blood scent. Highly recommend it. Now, when I first started, I know a lot of people love WSP, myself included, and it seems to be kind of one of those hidden gems in the fact that people heard about them, people have, they've seen people use it, especially with Mel coming on board and handling all their marketing and social media. She's doing a phenomenal job, by the way. She's also just a great person. Melanie is fantastic. She's easy to talk to, very knowledgeable about the products, and is willing to always answer any questions that you may have. But until Mel came on, WSP, which is kind of, it was there. Not many people knew about it. Not many people had heard about it. But now, they've offered phenomenal soaps, and their bases haven't changed in quite a while. But there's just kind of been this little dark horse out there that people have heard it, they've used it, and they loved it. A lot of people haven't heard about it. But if you haven't used it before, I highly recommend looking into it. Their tins, I know some people have an issue with this. This is a 4-ounce tin of soap, and it's a metal tin, so it's relatively small when you compare it to something like, just grabbing off the top here, this is a 4-ounce tub of CK6, and this is the size that most artisans use, and there's the tin for WSP, so it's relatively small. Good and bad. Now, I have never loaded my brush from here. I've always just bowl lathered. But what you can do is, if you do travel and want to take a full-size tub, these are fantastic for travel. If you have like a travel bowl from Vanulet, that's it. There you go. You got your bowl, your soap. You're good to go for however long you're going to be going for. If you get the travel ounce tins, it's an ounce tin, and it fits beautifully in this. So smaller tins, and as you can tell, and I just scooped out with a spoon in this one. Did that tonight, and I did the same thing with the Formula T. But anyway, almost 25 minutes now, so thank you guys for tuning in. I'll finish cleaning up my gear off camera, but just for a recap, the soap tonight was the phenomenal Dragon's Blood from WSP, lathered up in my Captain's Choice bowl this evening, only because I was using my Toxic with a supervisor knot, which has a ton of backbone, which works better in a hard bowl where I'm not going to try to face lather. Lathered up in the Captain's Choice bowl. The razor was my clog-proof gem with I don't know how many PTFE blade. Followed up with the made-to-order splash of Dragon's Blood as well. Phenomenal scent. Absolutely love it. Hopefully my wife will enjoy it tonight as well. So anyway, hopefully it won't make her want to, never mind. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in, and I will catch you guys in another episode.